Is a call for an uprising. Welcome to today's show. Get a load of this. I've mentioned it already in previous videos, but now it's happening quietly, state by state cases in the United States of America. We are having prisoners released from jail.
Also tonight, San Francisco, Santa Clara County, and Alameda County area all working in plans to release jail inmates early to prevent an outbreak behind bars. KPIX5's Da Lin is at the Santa Rita Jail in Dublin, where some inmates have been walking out the door all day long. Da?
Right, Ken, and about every 10-15 minutes we would see a group of people walking out of Santa Rita Jail with bags of clothes. They're smiling, happy to finally leave this place. But not everybody is happy about it. Some people worry this could increase crime. Freedom at last for these young women. Just a few minutes ago, they were inmates. Now they're freed people.
I can breathe fresh air out here. I was happy. My heart started beating. I'm always happy whenever I get out of jail.
And reducing the inmate population will help them better manage any future outbreaks.
We're in unprecedented times, and we're in a health emergency, and we're doing everything we can on the public safety side. During times like this, tough decisions have to be made.
Sergeant Ray Kelly says they started the early release process on Tuesday.
You stands a symbol of oppression. Idle to stop you tearing down this corrupt city.
Thousands of people are confined to their homes, but this pandemic is actually bringing freedom to some New York City inmates. Mayor de Blasio says 23 inmates who were considered a low risk to reoffend were actually released from jail over the weekend, released from Rikers Island and other facilities. The city says it's reviewing another 200 inmates.
Interfere. Do as you please. But start by storming Blackgate and freeing the oppressed.
Good afternoon. Cook County's public defender says desperate times call for desperate measures, arguing that this crisis is putting inmates at risk. Amy Campanelli said that she wanted a mass release. She wanted several hundred of these inmates all released at one time. Judge Leroy Martin, who is the presiding judge of the criminal division, gave Campanelli most of the things she wanted. Campanelli told Judge Martin jails are confined spaces, have poor ventilation, and inmates are restricted in their movements. To keep them incarcerated is unjust. Campanelli said, like a cruise ship or a nursing home, when the virus gains a foothold, it will spread like a wildfire. Right now, there are 5,600 inmates in the jail. The public defender says there are hundreds charged with nonviolent offenses who have underlying health conditions, pregnant inmates, and those who are jailed simply because they cannot afford bail. Well, this is what Judge Martin decided to do. Tuesday to Friday, teams of judges will look at cases brought to them by the public defender and the state's attorney's office. The judges will decide if an inmate is a danger to the community. If not, whether that inmate should be released. Last week, 100 inmates were released.
These are brothers, sisters, mothers, fathers, children. They should not be locked up because it's certainly because of the crisis, but certainly because they don't need to be locked up. They don't need to be behind the walls. It took us 8 days to get 100 people out. That's too slow. That's not enough. We need 400 or 500 people a day getting released from the jail until we can depopulate the jail.